Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going? How's everybody's day going? Shout out to the folks in the chat. What is going on? Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. What is going on, folks? How we feeling? There is so much to discuss besides the game today. We're going to talk about the pregame. Obviously, we're going to talk about lineups and all that, but there has been news, the big news, folks. You all heard about it. You all know about it. DJ LeMahieu has been DFA'd by the New York Yankees. Let me know how you all feel in the poll. I put out a poll out there. Real quick, my thoughts. You do the team had to do what it had to do. It's one of those things where you got to make the move that's going to hurt. And, it sounds like, Cashman and Boone had these conversations with DJ LeMahieu. I'm sure he wasn't happy about it. According to reports, he didn't request to be released. But I think, sometimes you got to make, once again, you got to make the moves that are going to hurt. It sucks, but I think at some point it was going to happen, whether it was this season or next season. DJ was going to be let go at some point. I like DJ LeMahieu. I think he was a great player. He did good things for the Yankees. He did good things in his career, but they had to make the necessary move. And I think what this tells us is that the organization is serious, right? They're not playing around no more. At least from, DFAing DJ LeMahieu. So, DJ LeMahieu also admitted to Brian Cashman that, playing third base was going to be physically demanding, which makes all the sense in the world with Jazz Chisholm playing third base. But, you can't continue catering to these guys, and, you have to make the necessary moves. Unfortunately, I think, with DJ, the injuries started catching up with him. The guy could just never stay healthy. Just when you think he's playing well, he made his comeback. All of a sudden he kind of has a setback. But as far as DJ goes, listen, whatever had to be done. And, I obviously, as a fan, I wish him the best. I hope, moving forward, the future is bright for him. I think the future will be bright. I see DJ LeMahieu as a hitting coach for a team in the future. That's what I think. I think he'll be a hitting coach. But the organization has to do what it has to do. They have games to win right now. That they're 3 games behind the Blue Jays in the AL East. So they did what they had to do. And once again, I wish DJ the best. But as I always say, I like DJ LeMahieu, but I like the team more. It's as simple as that. The team has to. They got to start winning some games. They have to start making some moves. And I'm sure, guys like Aaron Judge, I'm sure maybe he was upset about it, because according to those reports that came out, I don't know if they were true or not, but Judge was vetoing DJ getting DFA'd. But Judge has to be a professional about it. He's the team captain. He has to understand that, they got to go out there and win. And he's getting paid to do his job. So, it hurts. It sucks. I'm sure that conversation with DJ probably wasn't a fun one. And it's never easy having those types of conversations with players that have been on your team for a while. But that's what those guys get paid to do. I'm glad I don't have that job. But once again, it is what it is. What's done, the move has happened. So DJ LeMahieu is no longer a member of the New York Yankees. Wish him the best of luck. Now, in terms of what happens now, the Yankees have called up York Vivas. So third base is going to be occupied either by Peraza, York Vivas, or JC Escada. So those are the guys that are going to occupy third base. Brian Cashman did say that they're going to try and acquire a third baseman before the deadline. They're definitely looking into a third baseman. They're looking into the bullpen, starting pitching. I mean, I don't know how much Brian Cashman is going to do at the deadline. One thing if I had to predict, I believe he will get a third baseman. Who that player is going to be, I don't know. The bullpen is certainly going to be addressed. He always goes after bullpen arms. A starter, I'm 50-50 on it. I think they're going to explore the starting pitching market for sure at the deadline. As you all know, like pitching always comes at a premium when it comes to teams trying to acquire pitching. So, this is where other teams are going to try and leverage. Not just against the Yankees, but for any team that is looking for pitching. All right. But that's the news right now, folks. That's the news right now. That's the big news. So DJ LeMahieu has been designated for assignment. He is no longer a member of the New York Yankees. Wish him the best of luck. And as far as other Brian Cashman comments, there was a question about Anthony Volpe. And I would play it on the screen, folks, but I don't want to get hit with a copyright, so I'm not going to play it. But you can look it up on social media. SNY put it out. He seems to be thrilled with Volpe. He acknowledged that Volpe has been streaky this season, but as far as he's concerned, he is, the Yankee shortstop. He acknowledged his, performance in the World Series and, how or in the postseason and how well he played in the postseason. But, to me, it's like at the moment, he's the shortstop right now. There's really nobody to take his place. That could also change in the future. So, I don't think, I think a lot of us expected DJ LeMahieu to be he was still going to continue being on this team, but the Yankees did the unthinkable that I'm sure a lot of fans didn't think they were going to do. But, Volpe's future could change later on, right? But as of right now, he is the starting shortstop. So, take it or leave it. We could love it, we could hate it, but as of right now, he is the shortstop for the Yankees, and he's not going anywhere just yet. So I know Volpe gets a lot of criticism. So, we'll see what happens. And as far as tonight's game goes, DJ gets let go. Cam Schlittler, folks, is making his major league debut for the New York Yankees. He'll be starting against the Seattle Mariners. So let's see how he does in his debut. Cam Schlittler's been a name that's been mentioned quite a bit by a lot of the scouts, a lot of folks who follow the Yankee prospects. So let's see. And he's definitely made some waves there in AAA. Let's see how he does in his major league debut. I'm curious to see. Of course, as always, you got to manage those expectations. So, as far as what he's ranked amongst the Yankees prospect list, he's ranked number 10. So that's where he's ranked in the Yankees prospect list. George Lombard Jr. is number 1. Spencer Jones is number 2. Schlittler he's in the top 10. So, once again, let's see how he does tonight. Hopefully he has a good debut. But as always, got to manage those expectations. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game tonight. It is going to be on Amazon Prime for those that are wondering. So let's see how things play out for the Yankees, folks. Let's see how things play out moving forward. Let's see what moves they make. So some interesting things happening in Yankee land. Now, another thing. There was the news that broke out with, I believe it was Dela Cruz. I forgot. I don't know why the name is drawn a blank, but him and Everson Pereira, the two outfielders that got pulled out of yesterday's lineup. The reason why they were pulled out of yesterday's lineup down there in the minors is because one was sick, the other one had an oblique injury. As far as Trent Grisham being in street clothes, I don't know. They haven't said anything about it. Brian De La Cruz, yeah, thanks there, Evan. I see it there. Yeah, that's why I thought. I don't know why I was thinking. I was just thinking Cruz, but it's De La Cruz. But those were the reasons why those guys were pulled out of the lineup. One was sick. The other one was had an oblique injury. So that's why they were pulled out of the lineup. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. I mean, here we were thinking there was some sort of suspicion as to, is there a trade coming, right? Trent Grisham is still not in the lineup for the Yankees, but, and neither is Ben Rice. Not that it means anything, but the Yankees are pretty much coming out with the same lineup as last night. I'll pull up the lineup here momentarily. But what I have not done is I have not said what's up to the chat, so I do apologize. But I wanted to get all this news out to you guys and gals, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Again, make sure you all go vote in the poll. It looks like we have 24 votes, and 71% of you said that it was absolutely necessary as far as the DJ news goes. So understood. But once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you're watching this for the first time, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that, and then share this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel, folks. Let's continue growing this channel. And I will be live for the play-by-play tonight. For though, just in case, just so you all know. I know I said yesterday that I probably wouldn't be doing the play-by-play, but there's been a change of plans. So play-by-play is happening tonight. So I hope to see you all there. Now, let's say what's up to the chat. Who do we have in the chat? Nosebleed, first in the building. What's up, man? Beagles in the building, too. What's going on? We got Katie in the building. What is going on? What's up? Khadiza's in the building. Desiree, what's up, Desiree? Desiree's in the building. We got Dev Finch in the building. We got my guy Nithin in the building. Shout out to Nithin Sports Rush. What's up, dude? How are you? How's it going? Who else we got in the chat? We got Jacob Frederick. Welkin, what's going on? And absolutely, you can pick both options. That's fine by me. Lou, what's up? What's going on? Sean Browning, what's going on, dude? How are you? Texas Buckeye, what's up? How are you? Who else we got in the building? We got Evan in the building. What is up? Railbird R, what is up? What is up? How's it going? Ethan, what's going on? What's going on, Ethan? How you doing? So what's up? How's it going? Good to see you in the chat there, my friend. We got Yankster48 in the building. What up, Yankster? Who else we got in the building? We got a lot of people. The chat's on fire, man. So I thank you all. You all are great. You all are awesome. Robert Boom PA is in the building. What's up, dude? How's it going? Who else? Jasmine D. What's up, Jasmine? How's it going? What's up? Who else we have in the building? Yo, Infernus, what up, man? What's going on? On the fixed bike right now, 4 miles. All right, keep it going, dude. You got that fight coming up. What's up, dude? Let me read this here real quick from Nathan. He's saying Brian Cashman has asked if the Yankees may have any, quote, untouchable prospects. Some less touchable than others. Chuckles, ayo. Or some more touchable than others. Ayo. However it works. Fair enough. Who else we got in the building? D's channel's in the building. What's up? Now we got a lot of people in the building. Amazing. Yeah, you got it there. I'm doing pretty good, folks. Wait, did I? Old Sarge? Oh, snap. Old Sarge is in the building. Yo, I did my push-ups. I promise, sir. Salute. I got my push-ups in. I promise. What's going on? Jared is in the building. What is going on? How's it going? I'm still going down the list here, people. Like I said, this chat's on fire. We got Jonathan in the building. What is going on? Yo, Custodio, what up, man? What's going on, bro? And shout out to Infernus with the 1999 super chat. Bro, you are very generous. Thank you so much, man. You are the man. Thank you so much for that. 1999, you are the man. He says, hell yeah, NFE, let's do this. Go Yankees. That's right, man. That's right. Hopefully you win your fight when the fight happens. Thank you so much. Who else we got in the building? Yeah, I think I said what's up to everybody. Oh, burpees? Yes, sir. I'll get on the burpees. You got it, man. I'll get on the burpees. I've done plenty of burpees, and I remember the first time I started doing burpees. That sucked. That killed me, man. But now it's like, we're good. But it's absolutely a great workout. It sucks, but it's a great workout. Works every part of your body. But anyway, Daniel Berry's in the building too. What's up, dude? But yeah, folks, game tonight is on Amazon, right? Cam Schlittler is making his debut. We'll see how he does against the Seattle Mariners. He's pitching against Logan Evans. Now, looks like Logan Evans, it doesn't look like the Yankees have ever faced him. Let's see if Logan Evans ever pitched against the Yankees. It doesn't look like any of the bats have ever faced him. I think this is a first time for both pitchers. So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out. But let's see how things work out tonight. But let's talk about the lineup here, folks. Let me pull up the lineup. Where are we at here? Hold on. I got you all with the lineup. The Brewers swept the Dodgers. Yeah, that's a big deal. But here's the lineup right here, folks. I'll make this screen bigger so y'all can see it. I'll get the Mariners lineup there. Don't give me a sec here. Yeah, lineup is pretty much the same as yesterday. So, Boone is continuing with this with the consistency. Let's see, let's see how long this goes on for. Hopefully for a while, hopefully forever. There's not a shuffle in the lineup unless if there's, God forbid, any injuries or, if guys like Ben Rice are going to be in the lineup, which, once again, he's not in the lineup tonight. But here's the lineup here, folks. So same as yesterday, pretty much. So Jason Dominguez leading things off, playing left field. Aaron Judge batting second. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger is batting third. He'll be playing center field. Giancarlo Stanton is batting cleanup. He'll be DHing. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Paul Goldschmidt batting sixth. He'll be playing first base. Austin Wells is at the dish tonight. He'll be batting seventh. Anthony Volpe is batting eighth. He'll be playing shortstop. Oswald Peraza is in the lineup. Batting ninth. He'll be playing third base. On the mound today, folks, making his major league debut is Cam Schlittler, folks. So what do we think about this lineup? I know pretty much it's the same lineup as yesterday, but I will ask the question, what would you change about this lineup? Is there anything that you would change about this lineup? Let me know in the chat. Type your comments. Ethan says he likes the lineup. It's explosive. I like the lineup too. I do. And we got cold Italian pizza in the building. How you doing? How you doing, cold Italian pizza? Oh, cold Italian. How you doing? What's up there, man? But he said, how's everybody doing? It's going to snow tonight in the Bronx. The lineup is the same 2 days in a row. I know. Craziness, man. Craziness. The lineup is the same 2 days in a row. Some good stuff. Some good stuff. But what do we think about this lineup? Would you change anything about this lineup? Yeah, Dodgers losing 6 in a row, that it doesn't mean nothing, dude. They're still going to be contenders. I mean, it's just the way it's going to go. Yeah, I know the Yankees put up 10 runs yesterday, which means they're going to put up like 4 or 5 today, right? Is that what we're thinking? Do I think Vivas will play most of the time? I think he'll get his fair share of playing time. I think inevitably, when the Yankees get a third baseman, does Vivas stay with the team? Is he up at the major league roster and Peraza gets DFA'd, or does he get traded? There's probably a scenario where, Peraza is probably going to be let go. I think a lot of folks probably feel that the same way I do, So Evan likes to line up and Jared likes to line up. So, the only thing really, and I think you guys and gals already know what I'm going to say. The only thing I would change about this lineup is have Aaron Judge bat third. That's about the only thing I would do. So, other than that, I'm fine with this lineup. I am fine with this lineup. I mean, another lineup can, same lineup. So there's no musical chairs. But the only thing I would change really is just Judge batting third. That's it. That would be, that would be the only thing I would change. I wouldn't change anything else. But yeah, that's my take on it. So other than that, lineup is great. I think this lineup will be fine. Righty, Jazz. Yeah, for sure, Khadiza. Yeah, what's up, DM? I couldn't tell you why Ben Rice is not in. I don't know why Ben Rice is not in. I mean, he could come in tonight as a pinch hitter. You never know. And Rodney, what up, man? He says the New York Yankees hate old people. Oh, boy. What up, Ricardo? What's going on, man? I don't think the Yankees will get a third baseman. What about Rice? Are you asking Ben Rice to play third base? That's a big time no for me, man. I know some fans have like talked about it and entertained it. That is a big no for me. Sorry, I'm sorry, but nah, I wouldn't entertain that. Yeah, I mean, no Ben Rice for 2 days straight. I don't know why that he's playing on the bench for 2 straight days, but that's a question for the New York Yankees. I don't know. But this is your lineup here, folks. This is your lineup. I believe that this lineup will do well, right? I don't know that they're going to put up 10 runs like they did last night, but we'll get into the scoring predictions. And I'll pull up the merit. Yo, TC Steels, what's up, man? He says, yo, NFE. Adios, DJ. I know, bro. How do you feel about that? Make sure y'all go vote in the poll. I should have added a third option to that. But I know people are going to feel one way or another. So, I don't know. Can we get someone back for DJ LeMahieu? They just called up Vivas. Yeah, you might be right, Peanut. You might be right. Yeah, well, DJ playing, roster needs a makeover. Well, they just DFA'd DJ, so they're what does this mean for the future of the roster? So we'll see. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call him. I'm not saying Rice is a Gold Glover at first base. No way. So Sunil is in the building. What's up? I see. I mean, DJ will be a hitting coach. I think it's someday in the future if he decides to pursue something like that. But I'll pull up the Mariners lineup here too. Yeah, like I was saying at the top of the show, man. I think DJ had a good career, but sometimes injuries catch up, man. And he started getting hurt, and when injuries start to add up, you're just not the same player that you used to be. And that's not a disrespect. It's just It happens to the best of them. Ethan, that's one guy that I would want is Eugenio Suarez. So, but this is the Mariners lineup, folks. I'm going to try and from moving forward, I'll pull up the starting lineup for the team that the Yankees are playing against. So, that way, just why not? Just to know who's in the lineup for the other team and who the Yankees are going up against. But Crawford is leading things off, followed by Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, Arozarena, Polanco, Raley, Canzone, Williamson, Young, and Logan Evans is your starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. But it's essentially the same. I think it's essentially the same lineup as last night. We'll see how the Yankees do tonight. I mean, yeah, the bats exploded yesterday. They put up 10 runs. Will Warren was able to hold his own. The bullpen was fine. I mean, except for Hartlib, he struggled there a little bit, unfortunately. But he's been designated for assignment, and in which they called up Cam Schlittler. So we'll see how Cam Schlittler does in his debut against this Seattle Mariners lineup. So again, just managing expectations for a guy who's been called up, number 10 on the Yankees prospect list. So let's see how things turn up. And oh snap, Jigga, what up, dude? I haven't. It's been a while. I know you pop in once in a blue moon, bro. I know we haven't stayed in touch in a while. It's all good, but I hope you are doing well. I hope the health is good. But how are you, dude? I hope everything is okay with you there, sir. What up, Zanley? I mean, will Volpe get it together? He's going to have to. He doesn't have a choice. I know TC Steels. I know the world is a crazy place right now. The Yanks have the same lineup. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? Yes, indeed. But what's up, Jake? He says, guys, I know the DJ thing was going to come at some point, but I honestly felt like that was going to come at some point. But I honestly felt like he could have been a valuable bench piece, mixed emotions. Again, understood. But they made their decision. Appreciate you, broski. Thank you. Thanks there, Jigga. Hit me up if you when you get a moment there, dude. If you have time. So I know you're a busy guy. So, but that's what we got, folks. Those are the lineups. Those are your pitchers. A lot of freaking Yankees news. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more news coming out. But how are we feeling about Cam Schlittler, folks? Yeah, Buckeye. It's the business of baseball. It is. There's a friendly side to it. There's also a business, and I like DJ, but I like the team more. The team's gotta, they have to make moves like this. It sucks. I'm not saying it's great, but it sucks. Yeah, for real, man. I miss his energy on YouTube as well. Facts on that for sure. But let's get into these predictions, people. Let's get into these predictions. Cam Schlittler making his Major League Baseball debut for the New York Yankees against the Seattle Mariners. How do we feel about Cam Schlittler tonight? Realistically, what do you think he does? Realistically, what do you think Cam Schlittler does? Again, I always say manage your expectations. What do you think Cam Schlittler does? So, Jigga and TC getting all lovey-dovey. Just kidding, guys. I love the interaction and the friendship, man. It's awesome in all seriousness. But Nosebleed is going 3 to 4 innings pitched, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He gives up 4 runs. I think that's realistic. Who else? Jake is going 5 innings pitched, 4 runs for Cam. again, I think that's realistic. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. If he gives up 1 run, I'll be really impressed. 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. Okay. 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. Dan Jasmine's going long ball here for him. He's going 7 innings, 3 walks, turns 2 double plays, 7 strikeouts. Buckeyes going 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs. And you're saying he gives up 2 runs. So I was never wrong about Will Woodshed, whatever that means. Warren last night is the type of wrong I'm actually be wrong about. Yeah, you were totally wrong last night. Don't ever make predictions against Sunil. Boo. Yankster 48 is going 1 inning. TC says he's not confident Cam, maybe 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 4 runs. And again, I think that's realistic. You know, I understand it's Major League Baseball debut. So 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs, 2 homers to rally. Oh, dang. Okay. Schlittler, 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Got it. 5 innings, 3 walks, 3 runs, 3 strikeouts. Okay. Jigga's kind of excited to see this kid. His last AAA start was horrible, so hopefully he bounces back. For sure. Growing pains, man. Growing pains. Ronnie's going 4 innings, 4 walks, 3 runs, 4 strikeouts. Acevedo, what's up? He's excited that DJ's out of here. Ethan is saying Cam will go 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 to 4 runs max. Okay. That was such another lame joke by Sunil, so that one gets another thumbs down. But he's going 6 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. So you're giving him 6 2/3. Honestly, I see him going. I see when it comes to Cam Schlittler, I think he's going to go 3 1/3. I think he'll go 3 1/3. I believe he will give up. I think he'll give up 4 runs, honestly. Like, again, just because it's Major League debut. Maybe I could be very well wrong on this, okay? But 3 1/3 gives up 4 runs. I think he has a couple of strikeouts, a couple of walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. But that's what I think. No, I never really heard that expression. It sounds like a very old expression. Haha, yes, I went there. I got to close these blinds, man. Freaking sun's shining. Holy smokes. No way we take him out at third. Yeah, for sure. I'm just my prediction. Yeah, he's got some good stuff there, TC. I mean, you know, I'm sure. I don't know if you watched him pitch during spring training. He's got some good stuff. He's got potential, but it's obvious like he's still a work in progress. You know, there's things that he still needs to work on. But again, you got to give these young guys time, right? You have to let these guys develop, kind of like Will Warren. Will Warren, honestly, he's actually done well this season. Yes, he's had a couple of hiccups, but it's to be expected. And you got to expect that with anybody that gets called up. And I needed that water, but yeah, but cool. We got our Cam Schlittler predictions in. Double plays tonight. How do we feel about double plays? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into tonight? Jared says 0. Volpe and Peraza 2 from Welkin. So Welkin's going 2. Okay. What else we got for double play predictions? Drop your double play predictions, people. Volpe and Peraza from Jasmine D. So, oh my God, she's going to. Yanks on winning streak, 0 double plays. Yeah. Well, you got no material now, Sunil. You poor thing. Nosebleed's going 1. Ethan's going 1. Rodney's going 3. Desiree's going 1. Yeah, you might be right there, Welkin. You might be right. I'm sure a lot of you are gonna miss the DJ nicknames like DJ La Ground Out, DJ La Fly Out, DJ La Single, DJ La Home Run, DJ La Double, DJ La Error, right? By Volpe, which we challenge and overturn. Yeah, well, Susan's not here to see that, but I'm sure she would disagree. Lou is adding a prediction here. He's 3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 4 runs, 3 walks. I think that's realistic, honestly. DJ La Retirement Home, DJ La DFA, DJ La Bye-Bye. Oh, the jokes are never going to stop, are they? Oh, my God. That's funny. Yeah, double plays. I think the Yankees will hit into 1 double play tonight. I think they'll hit into 1, realistically. So, yeah, I know I keep saying that word, but I'll say 1 double play. 1 double play for the Yankees tonight. Who's going to hit into it? I don't know. All right. I know a lot of folks like to pick on Volpe. I get it. But I'll say 1 double play. I don't know who's going to hit into it, but it'll be 1 double play. It'll be 1 double play. Yeah, let's not, Sunil. No, let's not even go there. But looking at the poll here, 44 votes and 68% of you said it was absolutely necessary. And the top fans of the chat is Nosebleed section. The top 3, Nosebleed section, Sean Browning, Sunil. So the dudes have taken over. Oh, snap. Did they hit themselves out for the next 3 games? It's a good question because I don't think they're going to put up 10 runs tonight. We'll get into the score predictions here in a moment. But what do we have for home runs, people? Who's hitting a home run? Definitely a home run party last night in last night's game. Which players hit home runs tonight? Which players hit home runs tonight? TC says Volpe. Peanut says Volpe will hit into 2 double plays. Jared says Judge and Jazz. TC's going Volpe. Judge, Stanton, Wells, Volpe from Sean. Jared is also adding Stanton. Yeah, that's cool there, Frederick. So you think Jazz? Jasmine says Judge, Jazz, and Stanton. Wells for his 4th time, like I predicted last time. Okay. Sunil is saying so with Jazz Chisholm. Oh wait, hold on. I skipped Nosebleed. I'm sorry, dude. Wells, Peraza, Dominguez. Okay. Interesting picks there. Okay. Sunil's going Chisholm Jr. at second base, who's going to be the foreseeable. So Peraza, Vivas, and JC Escada for the time being are going to be occupying third base, but they are going to be Cashman. According to Cashman, he's saying that they're going to try and make a trade before the deadline for a third baseman. We'll see what happens. I'm not expecting anything, but hey, we could all be surprised. All right, just like how the DJ news broke out. Jay is saying that let's not forget the Yankees need a starting good. Yeah, they should look into a starting pitcher, no doubt. They're going to have to get 4 arms. So, 1 starting pitcher and 3 bullpen arms. That's what I think. Desiree says Judge, Belly, Jazz. Judge, Jazz, Stanton, Bellinger, Jason and Wells from Ethan. So another home run party. Boone will reinstate himself and play third base and hit a home run. All right, TC. That's cool. The Twins, Jazz, and Dominguez. That means IKF will be back. Oh, boy. So, Three Musketeers from the chat. Fantastic Four content creators. Nice. So, home run calls, I think I'm always going to say Judge. Judge is going to hit a home run. I think that I'll say Judge. I'm going to say Jazz. I think Jazz hits a home run tonight. I predicted him yesterday. So Judge, Jazz, Bellinger. Judge, Jazz, and Bellinger. Those are my 3 picks. Judge, Jazz, Bellinger. Write that down. Book it. So, yeah, Judge, Jazz, and Bellinger. Those are my home run predictions. So Judge going twice. Then you got Stanton, Judge, Bellinger, sleeper. You got Peraza and Volpe. That's fair. I think that's a good one there, Sunil. Jasmine D. The Twins that he's referring to are Judge and Stanton. Those are the Twins that he's referring to. Yeah, exactly. That's who Rodney is referring to as the Terror Twins. The Bash Brothers, yeah. I mean, for sure. Bash Brothers, Twin Titans, dynamic duo, you name it. That's Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge. So, but those are my home run predictions. We talked about home run predictions. All right. So what do we got for – all right, let's talk about the score. Last night's game was 10-3. We know the Yankees, when they put up 10 or 12 runs, the next game they forget how to hit, or they know how to hit. They forget how to score runs. I don't know. But what do we got, folks? What do we got for our score today? Okay, Nosebleed saying 10-5. Okay. Let's see some more score predictions. Peanut saying Rally's going to hit a home run. Could be. What's up there, Andrew Dang? What's going on there, buddy? How are you? Good to see you there, buddy. Jared's going 9-2. Rodney's going 6-3. Sean's going 8-2. Say Gilbert got screwed by the rain. 8-4 Yankees. Okay. All right. Yeah, score prediction. What do I want to say? Because I said that Cam Schlittler would give up 4 runs. 8-2, 7-5. Yeah, it's pretty crappy there, TC. Terrible. 6-3 from Lou, 12-3 from Ethan. Peanut's going 6-4. TC's going 6-5. I was thinking 6-5, TC. I'm not even joking, dude. 16-4, 7-4. But Schlittler giving up 4 runs. Maybe the bullpen could hold it down. I'm going to say a score of 7-6. I'm going to say 7-6. That's my score prediction. So 7-6 is my score prediction. Oh, 0-22. Yeah. Because I think it was like 0-21 or something, or 0-22. But either way, 0-22, 0-19, it doesn't matter. It sucks. Oh, cool. Who won? We got Barbara Trujillo in the building. She's asking, why isn't Ben Rice not playing? I asked the Yankees. I don't know. I'm not in the room with those guys. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. But for real, Rodney. That's why I'm saying 7-6 for tonight. But Ben Rice's stats, I mean, you know what? Over the last month, and this isn't me trying to bash Ben Rice or anything like that, but I'm looking at his stats over the last month. He has regressed quite a bit. And again, that's not a knock on him, right? I'm not trying to bash him once again. But if you look at the last 30 games, his slash line, it's a batting average of 312, on base percentage of 305, slugging of 385. I mean, the numbers are not great, really. That's when the Yankees were going through that those offensive struggles, although the bats have been showing up lately. Oh, we got Miss 1000 in the building. What's up, Margaret? How's it going? Ronnie thinks it's trade bait. I mean, maybe. But the thing is, it's just he adds versatility. Yeah, well, easy team like the Marlins. Actually, Marlins haven't they been winning some games lately? I just want to see something real quick. I want to see what they're they're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They've actually been showing some fight as of late. So, where do they rank? I know they're third place in the AL or in the NL East, but are they contenders for a wild card? That's the question right now. I'm just curious to check that because the Marlins have been. Yeah, I mean they're far down, but they're 7-3 in their last 10. But they're way down there right now, in the as far as the wild card race goes. But hell, you never know. There's always when August and September hit, there's always those teams that make a big push. They have this hot streak, and they ride that hot streak going into the postseason. Blue Jays lost today. Well, Yankees need a win today to cut the lead to 2 games. I'm not saying he's only versatile on the Yankees there, Buckeye, or there, Rodney, but it's just he's the Yankees like versatility on their team. Buckeye says 7-2 for his score prediction. Okay. Yeah, pass on Arenado. Suarez is the guy I would want. Rob says the Marlins are on the rise. Will probably be really good next season. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've been looking good as of late. I don't know that they become wild card contenders or anything like that, but they've been looking great. Like I said, they're 7-3 in their last 10, so they're making a little noise. JT's saying 8-6. The only way I take Arenado is if the Cardinals eat the majority of that contract. That's the only way I would entertain that. I know him and Goldschmidt are buddies. I get that, but yeah, no. Suarez, Gallen, or Kelly in a package. Yeah. I know Suarez is a rental. Kelly's a rental. Gallen, I think, is a rental too, right? So all 3 of those guys are rental. I'm not saying they got to give up the farm for those guys, not for rentals, but I wouldn't mind like a Suarez and a Merrill Kelly. Ronnie says half that money. Yeah, perhaps. But Diamondbacks are 4.5 out. They're not selling. Yeah. Well, they're actually 5.5 out as I'm looking right now. I'm looking at right now at the standings there. Unless if it wasn't updated. But there's a few teams though. I don't know. I don't know if the Diamondbacks make it though, because it's like You got the Padres, St. Louis. I mean, the NL, a couple of NL West teams that could, potentially they're battling it out. Is Frenchie Cordero available? I hope not. You want Frenchie Cordero back there, TC? Okay, I guess we're going to go back to 2023. I want Jake Bird as well for pitching, for sure. I would like Suarez, but yeah, I'd be honest. Like, if we're being real about this, I wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees weren't able to get him, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of teams trying to pursue him. The Four Horsemen, the Fantastic Four. Sunil, the Three Musketeers is Aaron Hicks, Joey Gallo, and Josh Donaldson. That's your Three Musketeers. For sure, TC. Yeah. All right, folks. Let's get to the last part of the segment. Everybody's favorite part. What do we got? What are we doing for food? What's for dinner? More like the Three Stooges. Yeah. We're 4.5 out, knowing Mike Hazen. We're desperate for arms in the bullpen because of injuries. Getting Paul Sewald as top closer. Yeah, for sure, Andrew. Yeah, the injuries have ruined the Diamondbacks this season, man. 3 blind mice. Desiree says, hopefully steak. Why hopefully? Tacos for TC. Chicken parm, but not Volpe's from Welkin. Okay. In other words, he's saying his chicken parm is going to taste a lot better than what Volpe's going to have, right? Is that what you're telling us? What else is for dinner, folks? What are we eating? Shrimp to chicken and shrimp fajitas. Okay. Taco Bell for Lou. Buckeye, yes, indeed. I saw that guy pitch at Coors Field. I'm like, the Yankees could use somebody like this, but are the Rockies going to sell, even though they're the worst team in baseball? Historically, they never really do. Nosebleed said lots of snacks. Okay, like what kind of snacks? Spaghetti and meatballs for Rob. Shrimp, steak, chicken for Rodney. Mm-hmm. Well, it says my chicken parm won't fumble the ball. Cabbage for Jasmine. All right. Cheesecake for dessert. Of course, he mentions cheesecake. Where's Stephen B? Where's Stephen B? Steak and mashed potatoes. Yeah. We're talking plenty of steak here. Uh-huh. Chicken and homemade cheese and mac. Okay. Nice. Miyagi tacos. Oh, another Miyagi reference. Buko. How serious do I think the Jays are? I think they're serious, man. I think the Jays are no joke, personally. Buckeye Breakfast of Champions. He says ice cream. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with ice cream. I went to Dairy Queen a couple of nights ago, actually, and got that Superman cookie dough. It's got some good stuff, let me tell you. Banana split and root beer floats. Nothing wrong with that. Popcorn and ice cream for the game. Nice. Yeah, that means no wife at home, huh? To tell you, she can't tell you no ice cream, no popcorn. Nosebleed's going all out. Nice, dude. She left on Sunday. Did she go to Greece there, Nosebleed? Hamburger and mashed potatoes. Okay. Nice, Sean. What else is on the menu, people? Let's check this poll again. So 52 votes and 67%. Absolutely necessary. Top fans of the chat. Oh, snap. Nosebleed at 1. Sean at 2. Margaret at 3. So your top 3 of the chat. Okay, she went to Greece. That's what I thought. I have heard of it now that you said veal, Sobuco. I'm not the most familiar, so can't say that I am. What is it made of? I'm curious now. Oh, thanks, Desiree. Yeah, hopefully we see Susan for the play-by-play. No rush. She went to another play. Yeah, she goes to a lot of plays. She's just like enjoying her life. The Jays are overperforming. They will come back to earth. Yankees need some big trade. Yeah, listen, I think they're I think the Blue Jays are a good team, honestly. Like they got a squad, but I'm not saying they're like, World Series contenders or anything like that. Also, Buco is yummy. So a few of you are familiar with it. I wasn't raised in an Italian household, so hopefully she's not in the house hunting in Athens. Slow braised veal shanks. Okay. Actually, that sounds really good. Veal knuckles sauteed with vegetables for 12 hours slowly. Ooh, okay. That sounds really tasty, actually. Yeah, TC. Whoa, you never heard of Buco? Okay. Yeah, I know you were definitely raised in an Italian household. No doubt about that, dude. Shanks. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking it up. Okay. All right. Yeah, that gives me an idea. Welkin says he's not Italian but loved their food. Yeah. Nosebleed heard it but never had it. Yeah, I know Nosebleed. I know you're half Italian, so yeah. I mean, I like Italian food, but again, the household I was raised in, we had some Italian food, not all the time though. Yeah, my mother, she's not the biggest Italian food fan, other than like pizza, and it's very like for her, it's super occasional for her to have Italian food. JT's saying Costco has these pineapple Dole Whip frozen cups. Oh, you're Irish, okay, and you're Chef NYC, okay, all right. Pineapple Dole Whip, pizza Dole tomato Italian flavor. I mean, you can never go wrong with pizza, really. I mean, you could feed yourself, you could feed a family, you could feed a village. You can never go wrong with pizza. But yes, indeed, folks. Yes, indeed. But how? Sometimes also, yeah, I saw some pictures. Nosebleed for real. But let's see what happens in tonight's game, folks. Tonight's game should start here in a little over 20 minutes. Hopefully you all get to watch the game. Hopefully you all get to see Cam Schlittler tonight making his major league debut. I'm excited to call the game tonight as he's making his debut. So let's see how he does. Jonathan says he already finished dinner, ate something I don't have often, which is what? What did you have? TC says just give me some veal parm and pasta and call it a night. I get that. Just for me, it's like give me some kebabs. Give me some kebabs, dude, and I'm good. I'm good for a while. Any kebabs, lamb, beef, chicken. Just hook me up with some kebabs. Jonathan had a burger. Okay. Hopefully it was a tasty burger. Indeed. Ooh, cannoli. I can never go wrong with cannoli. Oh, she's having the mutos. I'm a fan. You already know me. Shawarma. Oh, I'm all over the shawarma. Cannoli for dessert. I love cannolis, but everybody knows my favorite dessert. If you know, you know. I've talked about it a handful of times. And no, it is not cheesecake. I have to check on some friends and read. Okay, New Mexico. Okay, Buckeye. You said it, Nosebleed. Yeah, go check it out there, Jonathan. Try it out. See what you think, bro. Food and sports. You can never go wrong. Desiree, now on a Euro. Go get you some. Bread pudding, TC says. I like banana pudding. I do like me some banana pudding. Banana pudding, key lime pie. I like key lime pie too. I love me some key lime pie. I like fruitcake. Banana bread. What about carrot cake, folks? I'm going to throw that one out there. Carrot cake. How does everybody feel about carrot cake? Triple chocolate trinity. Pound cake. Jasmine likes carrot cake. Okay. All right, Jonathan. There was a woman I used to work with a long time ago, and she made carrot cake, and it was really, really good carrot cake. It was probably the best carrot cake I've ever had. Because generally speaking, I'm not the biggest carrot cake person, but her carrot cake was like awesome. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, baklava's top notch there, Rob. It is, dude. Luckily my family, my mother and my sister-in-law, my brother's wives, like they make it, so it's freaking amazing. Yeah. Okay, Margaret says carrot cake is delicious if she makes it. Okay. Key lime pie is a food group. Carrot cake is the bomb for real. For real. Man, we could talk. See, this is what happens. We could talk food all day. We could talk food all night. Can never go wrong. If we were all together in a room watching a game, we used to be food and sports, food in the game, food and Volpe. Velvet cake. For sure, Jonathan. Desiree is really hungry. Yeah, well, I don't want to make anybody more hungry, but I'm going to go ahead and shut it down here. The game is going to start in about 20 minutes. So get your food, get your snacks, get your water, get your drink or whatever it is. But make sure you're staying hydrated. All right. I know it's hot here, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water. All right. Keep yourself safe. Okay, Beagle's having steak. Nice. Nice, Neil. Ooh, I love tres leches. Tres leches is good. Daughter's making a cake. Nice. All right, love the food talk. But folks, I am going to end it here. But I do appreciate you all tuning in. As always, you guys and gals are the best. The chat was on fire today. So thank you all so much for the continued support. Thank you all to the new subscribers. You guys and gals are amazing. You all are the best. So make sure, if you haven't hit that like button on the way out. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if this is your first time watching. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all for the play-by-play. Cam Schlittler makes his debut tonight. Let's see how he does, and let's hope the Yankees can get the series win. And I'll see you all for the play-by-play. And as always, let's go Yankees. We're out.